Claire Burton, who joined us from our central London studio. Claire, evening to you. I mean, what more do we know about this? On the face of it, it sounds horrible.
Good evening, it does. I suppose the first thing to say, as you've stated there is no risk to public health. However, if you're buying something that's labelled as a beef burger and it's found to contain horse, consumers aren't going to be happy. Now, the basics are 27 products were tested across several supermarkets in UK and Ireland. 10 of them were found to contain traces of horse DNA, mostly at a very low level, it must be said. But one sample from Tesco was found to contain 29% horse meat. Other affected supermarkets were Lidl, Aldi, Tesco, Iceland and Dunn's store. As I say, most of the samples pretty low levels of horse DNA, but not particularly settling for consumers.
And do we know how this could possibly have happened?
The retailers themselves say that they immediately withdrew the products, of course, and we're talking about 2 factories in Ireland and 1 in North Yorkshire in the UK where the meat has come from. Now, we've had a statement from one of those factories tonight, that was Silvercrest, and they said that they're investigating meat that's come from a third-party supplier in Europe. They're saying that that's the source of the product and that they would never trade in or buy any kind of horse product. So the factories themselves are saying that they don't know where it came from, but they certainly are investigating.
And these supermarkets, of course, are very astute normally at public relations. Have we had any response from any of them?
Yes, absolutely. Well, Tesco straight away sent us a statement saying they're working with authorities in Ireland and the UK and with those suppliers to find out just how this has happened, reassuring customers the safety and quality of food wasn't affected, but apologising for any distress caused. Iceland also a statement tonight saying that the products in question was some Iceland-owned branded quarter-pounder burgers. They again will be working closely with suppliers to work out what's happened and work out why their customers were presented with these products which weren't what they purport to be. That seems to be the problem here, really, is that there wasn't a safety issue, but very much it's what is going into our food issue, which is worrying people. Yeah,
I suppose, Claire, fundamentally, it's that word horse burger that no supermarket wants to be attached to that, do they?
Absolutely no. All supermarkets have quickly issued these statements saying how horrified they are and apologising to their customers that they've unwittingly been branding something as beef burgers when, in fact, it did contain, in some cases, as we've heard, up to 29% horse meat. In other cases, these beef products were containing pig meat as well. So I think a wider investigation into actually what goes into these products. And the UK's Food Standards Authority said it's going to be meeting in the morning to see how it moves forward in terms of products found in UK supermarkets.
OK. Claire, many thanks indeed. Tesco has confirmed that beef burgers recently on sale in its stores contained horse DNA. An investigation by the Food Safety Authority of Ireland found a number of meat products in several UK and Irish supermarkets had equine DNA traces. Although the meat poses no health risk, all affected products have been withdrawn. Products sold in Aldi, Lidl and Iceland also affected. All have been withdrawn from sale. Here's what Ireland's Minister for Agriculture had to say a little earlier.
Can I just reassure people that there is no food safety risk here to the consumption of any of these burgers. There was a survey taken back at the end of November by the Food Safety Authority in Ireland to test the ingredients of frozen burgers, which are the cheapest burgers you buy in the supermarket. And the results of that came clear to me last night, where one of the tests of 27 showed that there was quite a significant horse meat content within a burger. 29% of the meat content in a burger was horse meat, which I was obviously concerned about. I've sent my vets into the factory concerned today. They've been going through papers, they've been interviewing management, and we're establishing the facts as to where that horse DNA product could have come from, because the factory concerned does not slaughter horses and it doesn't import any horse meat. What it does do is import certain product mostly from outside of the state actually, to add to beef that it supplies into beef burgers. So we are establishing the facts. We probably have the best traceability and food safety system in the world.
Simon Coveney there. Let's speak to Claire Burton now. That's our correspondent. She's in central London, been following this story for us, Claire. I mean, what more do we know about what these products are that contain horse DNA?
Well, yes, as we heard from the Irish Minister just then, it's not a public safety issue, but it's very much a what is in our food issue. 27 products were tested across UK and Irish supermarkets purporting to be beef burgers or beef products, and 10 of them were found to have horse DNA, horse product in them. Most of that was at a fairly low level, but yes, 29% of one Tesco beef burger was found to be horse meat. Now, all of the retailers affected have withdrawn the product, and all of them have said they're going to be investigating with the authorities and with the suppliers. As far as the suppliers go, we can trace this back to 2 factories in Ireland mainly, and also 1 factory in North Yorkshire in the UK, Dale Pack. But in Ireland, we're talking about Liffey Foods and Silvercrest. I've had a statement from both of them this evening, both saying that they've identified the source of this horse meat, and they think it's a European supplier, saying that they would certainly never trade in horse meat. They believe that all their products are pure beef, if that's what they say they are. So they believe that this comes from a third-party European supplier, but as a precaution, all products have been withdrawn.
And bear in mind these things were taken from supermarkets. Presumably there's a chance that customers have bought these things and eaten them and are now listening to this news in a state of horror.
Absolutely. Well, they have been withdrawn from sale, but if anybody does have any, particularly Aldi have issued a statement tonight saying if anybody has products of theirs that are affected, they can return them. And the product affected is the Oakhurst Beef Burger 8-pack. So if you do have any of those in your freezer, you can take them back to store for a full refund.
There are going to be some worried people checking their freezers right now. Claire Burton, thank you very much.